I was a network controller for the first Apollo mission involving Houston. It was called Apollo Saturn AS-203, and its intent was, the goal of the mission was to fly the S-4B upper stage that would eventually carry astronauts to the moon, to bring back by S-band frequency a televised picture of the liquid hydrogen performance in the stage. So there were cameras in the tank, because no one at that time was sure that that stage could be restored in Earth orbit, and it was, of course, mandatory to do that to get to the moon. For the lunar mission, we didn't go straight to the moon. We went into orbit first, circular Earth orbit, and then fired that stage at the right point to continue on to the moon. That was the first use of this unified S-band system, combining all the functions of tracking and data. And this job was primarily television from the S-4B hydrogen tank. The mission was flown very successfully. And at the end, the flight director had said, "Okay, well done, team." He'd gone home. But I was still hanging around, and I see these guys down there in the lower area of the mission control that sent commands to the S-4B stage. They were talking to one another. So, well, what do you? He said, "Well, we want one more pass over a station. We want to send up some commands to the S-4B." I said, "Okay." And late at night, I get a call from NORAD, Cheyenne Mountain, saying, "You told us, NORAD, that there'd be one massive big stage." That stage was the same stage that was used for Skylab workshop, the astronaut quarters. It's a big one. That there'd be just one object in orbit. And we're now tracking 4,000 objects. What happened? Explain yourself. So I couldn't explain it right away, but I later talked to those guys sending those late commands, and they had shut down all the vent valves, and the stage had puffed itself up and exploded. And of course, they didn't do that in any future missions. But I'm George Jenkins, and that was one of my previously untold stories from the rocket range.